What's up, BP Hero coming at you today. We have the Miken Freak Primo Maxload. That is the half-ounce end load. We are 26 ounces. This is the new 240 tech. So yeah, let's have some fun.
What's up, everybody? BP Hero coming back at you. And today we're swinging the 2021 Miken Freak Primo Maxload USSSA model. Big thanks goes out to Rich Snowden for sending this out to us so we could get a review on it for you guys. The field we're on today is a baseball-sized infield with a 300-foot outfield. It's some kind of Little League field, and it is 300 feet all the way around with a tall chain link monster, you might say, in left field. It's like 20 feet tall. And unfortunately, there was a pretty strong breeze blowing on this day, pretty much 10 to 15 miles an hour the whole time we were out there hitting. This bat is a 26 ounce, and it did swing a little bit on the lighter side of things, but that is also coming from someone who prefers 27s. I wouldn't bother going up or down an ounce in weight. I just would make mention that it did swing light for a 26, and this one is what Miken considers a max load, which is a half-ounce of end load, and I did feel that that was true to weighting as far as the end loading goes. This bat maybe had like 20 swings on it in 52s before we got the day started, and we're doing our usual thing here where we hit about 50, 52, 300 or BP 52 plus balls with it, and then move into the harder stuff. And I've got listed down here in the bottom right corner what balls we're hitting and when. This bat is USSSA's new 240 standard, and it is also approved for NSA and ISA play as well. As far as like barrel feedback and things go, the 240s that we've dabbled in so far have all had somewhat of a stiff feel to them feedback-wise. This 14-inch barrel did not. Probably the only thing that I would mention about it is the fact that it didn't have hardly any performance at all to write home about, considering what the compression tester said about it when it was new. We'll get to all that in a minute. But we stuck with it, and after about the 50-52s, which aren't going to break it in a ton, and then about 20 Classic M and Pro M's, it almost literally changed gears in just a couple of swings. Our feelings went from, this isn't bad, but definitely not good, and went to, hey, this thing's actually kind of nice. And it just got better as time went on as well. The handle on this was the same old Miken handle that it feels like they've been using for a long time on a lot of their bats. Only time you ever really noticed that it was a two-piece with a composite handle was if you missed towards the hands or completely off the end of the bat. With the spec sheet stuff out of the way, let's head over to the labs and see what's going on over there. All right, so getting things started at the labs here. We're on the scale to start with. This 26 ounce came in at 26.1 ounces. And here it is, the compression testing while it was still brand new in the wrapper, coming in at 270, which is lower than some of the other 240 stamped bats that we've tried so far. And the needle hardly moved at all after the 50 swings with 52 300 balls. And then we kind of started chugging right along in compression after we put about 40-ish swings on it with a mix of Classic M's and Pro M's. One day soon, I do want to find out if these bats actually get down to 240 and stay like they're advertised, but I'm not going to do that with somebody else's bat. I'll do it with my own, because I don't want to beat the crap out of someone's bat and then give it back to them. And real quick here, a stop at the computer, as promised, since the reviews are going again, in the BP Hero Labs computer is one of my favorite things to do in this segment. The top comment from the last 2021 bat review was my man Grumpy Snacks, who you're going to see on the podcast tomorrow morning. He says content, because it had been a while since we got some bat reviews out. So he was glad to see some content. And then everybody say hello to all the new subscribers since that video. Lab stuff out of the way, back to the field. So my overall thoughts on this thing here. Brian and I were really questioning what we were getting ourselves into after our first 50 swings or so with this thing. As I mentioned, it literally went from not all that fun to, damn, this thing's pretty nice after a matter of maybe 5 swings. The sound changed, the change in exit speed was visible, and what unforgiveness was there had just about gone away by the time we finished up with our swings. It was just crazy how it went from kind of blah to, damn, this is nice, in just literally 5 or 6 swings. I don't know if that's going to be a thing with some of these Miken 240s. Couldn't tell you. We'll know as time goes on. And I will say that it was hitting the point of getting really fun to swing when we decided to shut it down for the day, because I do have something else planned for this bat that I do want to save a few swings on it for. But the main takeaway from this bat is definitely give it a chance to break in, and it'll be great. If you liked last year's model of the Freak Primo Maxload, then this one will be just as fun after some BP to get it opened up. I can't go out on a limb and say it's going to perform like the 220 model from last year, but I will say that you won't feel at a disadvantage swinging this one. And I said all of that to say this: BP Hero approved. Big thanks to Rich again for sending this out so I could get a review on it for you guys. Thanks for stopping in and checking this video out. Don't forget, live podcasts every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Central. So you better be there tomorrow morning, because me and my guy Snacks are going to see what's going down in the softball world. Swing hard in case you hit it, and I'm going to catch you guys next time.
Yeah, that one felt good.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny. I'm done.